Hello and welcome to Let's Play Stellaris. This is a 4X space strategy game by Paradox, same folks that did Europa Universalis and Crusader Kings. This is a little what sets this apart, I suppose, from the other space 4X ones. There's been a lot of them recently, like Master of Orion, Galciv, all those. It's just the complexity, the detail that goes into this one. If you're familiar with something like EU4 or any of the EUs, really, then you kind of know what we're getting into as far as the detail that goes into the empire management part of the game. That's really where I suppose Paradox kind of excels. I think it's very cool. I've dabbled a bit with the game. I'm still very new to it, so I don't quite know what I'm getting into. But that's part of the fun. So let's go ahead and get in here. I did so I've dabbled enough to find there's a lot of mods and things that folks have already done. This game's only been out for a few days. But we have the Kerbals we could play as, or we also have the Daleks, which is what we're going to be. We're going to be a military dictatorship as the Daleks. Every time you create a new race, you can save them in here, and if you want, every time you play a game, you can actually have them join you. Like I did with my first little game I messed around with a little bit. I had the Citrina. These are these plant folks. Now, if I want, I can make them actually be part of the game, which is very cool. But anyways, so as with any other Space 4X game, we're going to start out with one planet, and we're going to do our best to sort of grow and do what we can. In this game, we're the Daleks, so we're going to do our best to exterminate everybody and everything. And you can see we're a military dictatorship, which gives us we can have more ships and a little bit cheaper to upkeep. We are xenophobes, which means we don't like people, and we like slaves though. And we are fanatic militarists, which gives us a bonus to our military. And we're a little bit happier about being at war. We are fearsome. Some of these are new that came with the erase that I downloaded on the Steam page, workshop page. Other species don't like us because we're fearsome. We have an immortal leader, so he'll last forever. Davros, of course. We're very strong, which means our army is very good at invading worlds, which is not necessarily a very good pick. Normally, I don't think, from what this is like ground combat kind of army. But for these guys, of course, Daleks have to have good army damage. And we're quite stubborn. Now we had to take a negative to even us out, so that works. We use red lasers. We travel with warp. There are different types of warp of faster than light travel that you can do in the game. We choose warp, which I'll explain all this later. We have a ship design. We are, of course, from Skaro, which is an arid world. Now, as for like the size of how big this thing is, we can tiny is 150 stars, which is like 150 stars is like huge on Master of Orion. We can go up to huge stars, 1,000 stars, which is ridiculously cool. Let's do large. I don't know if my PC can handle a huge, but it may not be able to handle large, but we're going to do it. And we can choose our shape. Let's do spiral, I suppose is cool. I do want more empires, though. So we got 31 empires among 800 stars. 6 of them are going to get a little bit of a advanced start. Theoretically, they discovered FTL a little bit sooner than us, so they have maybe an extra planet or two. We will stick with difficulty as normal. As I said before, I'm very new to the game. I have dabbled a bit. I've dabbled a bit with EU4. That's the only other Paradox game I've really messed with. It's sort of the same formula if you're familiar with those kind of games, but I am not. So we're gonna take it easy and sort of explore things together. And here's the FTL methods that you can choose. There's a wormhole, hyperdrive, and warp. Will allow any race to use whichever one they pick. I'll explain them a little bit later. Iron Man mode, yes, this will certainly be Iron Man, but I will not check the box, just in case there are some recording things, of course, as usual. So we're going to begin in our own little system, our solar system here, and first off, we're going to basically explore that before we move into the galaxy as a whole. In the eons since the first primitive Dalek communities took shape in the dry canyons and mesas of Skaro, our civilization has spread and prospered. Countless nation-states formed as we advanced through the technological ages, warring against each other until only one remained. Although the fighting was often brutal, those who survived nurtured a martial tradition that has prevailed to this day. Now, after the successful creation of several experimental subspace fields, the finest minds of the Dalek Empire have finished development of the first warp drives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. So one thing that's should note here, we like arid planets. Our homeworld we can of course inhabit as you should. 100%. We can inhabit that one. Any more arid ones that we find, we can inhabit 80% of that planet, and it goes down from there based on how similar the planet is to our arid tendencies. And you can see that's what the numbers there mean. So let's begin. So we can see this is our home world of Scarrow. We have our planet of Scarrow, which is... Oh, we're actually on a moon. Oh, cool. I haven't seen this before. So we have a gas giant here, sort of a Saturn-type planet, which a couple moons. And our homeworld is actually the moon of that planet. Very cool. Maximum population of 16. We have 7 there right now. So let's take a look at this real quick before we get too far. So we have our sun. We can look around. Whoop, and we can see all these different planets around here. They all have kind of boring names. That's, I guess, the name generator of the Dalek one I downloaded. What we're going to do is we start with a construction ship, which will help us build mining bases and things right now. And we also have a science ship, which we're going to use to survey all these planets. Right now, we know of the planets. We know kind of what they are, but we don't know anything much more than that. We don't know what kind of minerals they have on them or anything, really anything else about them. So we're going to do that first so we can select our science ship. Let's go ahead and do this first. And there he is. He gets a little blink. And we can tell him to go survey this specific planet. This planet 11, or we can just tell him to go ahead and survey the whole system. So he's going to bounce around and check out all these, even the asteroid belt, and inspect all these planets to tell me what kind of resources we have there. And if we have some good ones, some nice minerals, we can send our construction ship to go build us some mining places. And you'll see other things too. We do have a small starter fleet, which is 3 corvettes. These are the tiny ships, and right now they're going to basically just sit around and not do much of anything else. Our homeworld here is Scarrow, which, as you can see, we have 100% habitability because it's our homeworld. Right now, we get 5 energy, 2 minerals, and 5 food, and we have other science ones here. These are the resources of the game. Energy is like money. Minerals is what we use to basically build most of anything. And influence is what we're going to use to hire new leaders. Leaders is a big part of the game. Each leader has its own benefits. Like this guy, this planet Governor Dalek Commander X020S gives us a little bit of happiness boost, construction time, help, and clearing blockers. We'll go over that. But each new commander will be different than that, and they have a lifespan and all that. And then these are there's 3 different tech, I want to say tech tree, but they're not tech trees, tech categories. We have engineering, society, and physics, and we'll get into there eventually. Surface. This is our planet, and this is what we are working. You can see the different buildings that are here. We have a planetary administration, which is like our base, which is sort of the home base. And each of these, if we have a Dalek working on it, will give us that amount of stuff. So this Dalek is giving us 4 food, which food gives us more population. This guy has a power plant working it, giving us 5 energy. Same thing with down here. And we've got this one up here working on the mining network, which is giving us 4 minerals. And this guy is actually doing absolutely nothing right now. He's only getting us 1 food, so we should do something about that. We can actually tell him to build us another farm. And that farm, I kind of went a little faster. I should slow that down. You can see this farm will give us 2, if we build in here, it'll give us 2 additional food once we build it. It costs us 51 minerals and a bit of time, and that'll give us 3 food in that square. Now, if we decide I've got enough food already, I think I need more minerals, then I can select the mining network. It'll overlap the food. We won't get the food. We'll just get the 2 minerals if we do that. And we can also come in here and unlock some of these things if we want. And actually, I think I might... How much is it going to cost me to build a mineral? I think I'm going to do this. 51. Yeah, let's do that. And get some minerals going in here. Minerals early on in the game seem to be pretty important. You're always going to be very short on minerals. As for our armies, this is the fleet outside of our station here. These guys right here. Oh no, this is the defense army. If we have any sort of orbital things, we'll worry about that. Our spaceport is this guy right here. This is our spaceport. And these are our fleets that are nearby that I was talking about before. And this is where we can build new corvettes. Oh, we have different kinds of corvettes? We have a Davros corvette and a regular corvette? Let me check that out. Is this like specifically for Davros? I don't know. It seems to be the same damage and everything. I don't know why there's 2 of them. Huh. But yeah, this is where we can build our more science ships and more construction ships and a fleet. Now, let's go check out research. So we have 3 different researchers here. They all Dalek Commander X something. And we will select the different techs for each category. So for our physics research, we get 3 to choose from. This is more like, it's not a tech tree, it's more like a card deck, where we will get a random set each time. So once we pick one, say we pick the solar panel network, then the other ones will go back into the deck, and then we'll get shuffled 3 new ones. So you're not necessarily going, say we skip the physics lab, we might not get the physics lab for quite a long time. I think I want to go with the solar panel network, though, because these are quite handy, and you can put them on your, are quite handy at giving you some energy. You can see 3 energy credits. So let's do that to begin with. For our society research, we can begin with getting a colony ship, which is probably a good idea. We can unlock some orbital hydroponic farms, which will give us food for our whole planet, or bigger ships. I think we need to go with a colony ship first. And then for engineering, we can either go faster, a defense platform, or engineering facility, which gives us an extra bonus to our engineering science. Let's do that for now. We have a situation log, which we will see soon enough. It'll tell us sort of what, if something happens, it'll go in there. We will design individually all of our ships. I don't know why there was 2 different ships in there. This is the DS Corvette. I don't know. Contacts, we know no one. It's only us in the universe at the moment. And all right, this is a quick Empire look. So I think we're ready to unpause. This game is a real-time game with lots of pausing. Yeah, let's go ahead. You know, actually, we can take our Corvettes and let's go to the main galaxy map. And we can see this. We're on a large galaxy. Look at all these dang stars. Look at them all. There's so many. We're on the outside wing here. Outside arm, I should say. And yeah, we've got some systems nearby. So we can actually even see NCAF here has an arid world outside of it, or in it. So let's go check that out, and then we'll just sort of bounce around here at all these planets. This will give us a quick look at what's in them. It won't be a full survey, but it will give us a quick look. Just kind of we can see like what we see in our system at the planets that we don't have surveyed, or we can see what kind of planets are there. We can start considering what to survey next. Okay, we do have a few minerals, but we're going to go ahead and let it go and head back here. What we're going to do is we're going to let our science ship do his surveying thing. That's what he's doing right now. And if we find some good minerals, then we're going to sell our construction ship to go build a base. Anything? Yeah, we got 3 energy at this place. I'm actually going to hold off for a bit until we get a good mineral one. You can see we're gaining 7 minerals per month, 3 influence, and 5 energy per month. Nothing at the barren moon here. I don't know how much it takes. 90 to build this mining station. So we spend 90 credits and we would get 3 energy per turn. You need the energy to upkeep the mining stations. But I think I want to get mining stations first. I want to get a good start on that. There we go. There's one. This asteroid will give us 3 minerals if we build a base. So let's do that. So he will head over here and start building one of those. It'll go right there. Whoops. All right, and then we can see he's already been here. This is the arid one. Yeah, it's kind of tiny, but it is habitable. That's a tundra one. What was tundra for us? Tundra 60%. That one's barren, tundra. Got another barren, another barren, and another barren. Lots of barren on this one. This guy. Oh. We have encountered some alien vessels in the Kuma system. They've been flagged as Alpha Menace until we can learn more about them. Alright. We now have Oh, we'll go with it. Skaro is in an uproar following the news of unidentified ships sighted in the void. Their intentions unknown, it would be prudent to assume the worst. Interesting that whenever you play this game, depending on the traits that you choose for your race, depends on how they react to this. I've seen others where whenever you're like a happy species, they're like, people are shouting in the streets because they've just encountered new aliens. It's amazing. But not the Daleks. We hate them. We will exterminate them. So we can go to the extermination, this situation log, and we can research this. This is going to use our society guy. So he's gonna pause the colony ship research and work on this Alpha Menace one, and we're gonna learn about, where are they? Oh, we see them up here. We're gonna learn about these aliens that we saw here. We actually left already, so we just see the exclamation point. But we saw something hanging around here. Probably not a proper race just yet. Probably something more like, there's just some random, just like nomadic aliens sort of buzzing around. That's probably what it is. I don't know, we do have a lot of races and a not lot of planets. Well, we have a lot of planets too. But we do have a large number of species, so you don't know. We may come across someone pretty quick. That was it's almost done. We're still working on this, which will bump us up to 10 once we get it done. We need 90 for each one of these stations. Is there anything here? Is that checked? Yeah. I don't really see anything worthwhile. Lots and lots of barren. Again, we can't see like the minerals or anything on them, but we can see what type of planets they are. Our mining station is now complete. Right here. You can see it now hanging out here. And it's going to give us, there it is right there.
Hostile fleet engaged.
It is giving us some minerals. We have hostiles engaging us. Cool. Did I find any more out here? No, let's go take a look and see what's going on. Oh, there's a bunch of them. These are like crystal things. Yeah, there's these like crystalline entities that buzz around, and they are hostile, which we will certainly destroy them, but we're going to get out of here before. Are you retreating? You got to warp wind down first. So that's the problem with warp drive, is once you warp in, you have to, it takes a bit to warp back out. So we may actually, I hope we don't lose our fleet. We'll warp out eventually. It just takes a bit for them to... We're getting shot at. You can see us taking some damage here. Warp out already. Retreat. There we go. We're out. Yeah, crystalline entities. So we took some damage from them. We'll be back. We will certainly be back. Where do they go? Oh, back to the system. Can I tell you to, are you busy running? Sort of bounce around here and check these things out. So the different warp types. We have warp, the different FTL types, I should say. We have warp, which is a very slow way to fly. But you can fly anywhere. You can go anywhere, but it's slow. The other ones are, there's Wormhole Tech, which is sort of like, almost like Stargate. It's where you build a wormhole in your home system, and then you can warp to a system and back from that system. If you want to go anywhere else, you can always go somewhere else, but you have, before you go to another system, you have to go back through your wormhole to go to another one. I don't know if that makes sense. So it's just a little more tricky system. And then there's also the Star Lanes approach, which is hyperspace. We have encountered some new aliens flagged as the Beta Menace. So we have more aliens to investigate. So let's do that. And you can see our science ship is still, of course, doing its thing. But you can see from this map, we have 3 minerals in one of the planets, which is green, which means we have those. We have the 3 energy also that we have not touched yet. That's why it's white.
Special project complete.
Special project complete. What do we get? Oh, the crystalline entities. The reports of strange, free-floating crystal-like objects observed in certain systems have been investigated. The ship-sized objects and their slightly smaller but equally crystal-like satellites are at first appeared inert, but sudden shifts in their orientation relative to our ships and new energy signatures emerging from within the prisms indicate that they should be regarded as hazardous and approached with caution. Even should we not find a martial use for them, studying a shattered crystal would no doubt yield interesting results. It surely would. We can say two things. We can issue a special project to remote study the crystals, so we can like hide away like cowards and try to study them, or we can expect our fleets to break them apart.
Situation log updated.
Like we do. So we need to destroy one. Our quest is to destroy one and retrieve a mineral sample. Okay, will do. Can I tell you to repair? I need you to repair. I forgot you were a little bit damaged. Okay, we started. Did you see that thing flying by? There's another one of those random ships just sort of flying by. Where is my science ship and what is it doing? It's just not finding anything. This system is kind of barren, which is really harsh. I've investigated all of these, but let's see. Come on, give me something. Something good. I need like a mineral. A mineral place would be perfect. Nothing? Oh, come on. Give me something. I suppose we could go ahead and do that, but I don't know. Let's take a look at our surface here. We're still working on building our mining network here, which we can actually tell you to go over there. And we can clear one of these out to get some proper research. This one actually might be a good one to clean out. Just clean out the slums to give us 2 more energy. We'll do that. Give us a workable space that can give us 2 energy. So that's fine. There's my fleet returning to get repaired. And come on, give me something. Something good. Come on. What do we got here? Oh, yes. Okay. Nothing? Nothing again? This is the last one. The last one is this little moon here. This little frozen moon. Come on. Hear my hope. My only hope, Pluto.
System survey complete.
Alright, well, it's an energy one. Boo. Alright, science ship. Let's run to... I think Enkef is probably a good one to run to, and we're going to survey that one now. We know we have a couple of arid ones in here. I think there's 2 of them, right? Oh, tundra and arid. And tundra isn't bad. So we can do that. Alright, they're getting repaired. That's going on, and looks like we're in good shape for now. So thanks for watching. I'm going to put a cut here, and we'll continue on and hopefully be able to kill somebody.